Start stream. Should be up, I hope. I'm praying. I'm gonna check YouTube though. I always check at the beginning of a stream that like I actually have the stream up. Yeah. And then I can get the link and put it somewhere. So I do have the stream up. Audio is coming through. Life is great. Hello to human beings. I'm planning on doing mentoring streams. This is the first mentoring stream of hopefully a series I want to do. I don't know exactly what the storyline is going to be yet, but the baseline is like, I'm gonna be like really honest. When TAC League came out and I got put in Div 3, I was a little insulted. I don't know if insulted is the right word, but like, I don't know, I found it to be a little much. So I kind of want to make it so it's like obvious that I deserve to be like very high up in TAC. And to that end, I figured I could use that as an excuse to pull top players into mentoring me. Because I thought it'd be fun. Plus they tell me stuff all the time, so it's like not actually pulling their leg that much. This is one of those players. Probably the best one of those players to be doing it. Cough cough introduction.
Right. Hello. Yes. Right. Well, I'm not trained on like the hand off mic cues or whatever. Hello. It's me. It's Alion. I am reportedly the best player for TAC for now, but like Boris is probably going to be better than me soon. But that's whatever. I'm here to do what exactly? Talk with Crayon about things. That's what I'm here to do, yes.
I've informed him that more or less his role is to info dump, and I'll set him up with a stage to info dump. That's it.
That's it. That's it, yeah.
Perfect.
This is yeah. So what's on the agenda?
So the basic start of this, first thing I wanted to do, as like one of the top players in TAC, you have a lot of games,
Yes.
and a lot of them are incredibly good because you're one of the top players in TAC. So I figured, first things first, I just wanted to nitpick your brain on like, what you think in these sorts of scenarios. We talked about this a little bit already. There's some stuff that like, this is nothing new either. I have done this with Alion and with Pluto and with Tones and with, I think I've done it with every top player at least like twice a piece. The TAC players in this, the players in the TAC community are very kind and willing to talk about stuff if you ask them. I know,
yes.
One of the fun stories Snoot always brings up, a player in the community, is that he realized Alion was the champion in TAC and literally just decided to ask him to mentor him, and he did.
Yeah, he just DM'd me out of the blue and was like, "Hey, you wanna like, let me actually bring up the original message because I obviously still have it."
Somehow that makes it even funnier, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe I will not literally leak the literal message in case he is not interested in this, but he basically just asked me if just like randomly I would like to study together because he has a beginners tournament on Monday.
Real.
So yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I agreed. We exchanged some information. And he's like, pretty good now.
He beat me recently, actually.
Interesting.
He almost beat Pluto recently. And then he just, for some reason, he thought White had Comey. And so he just decided to lose. Unironically. Like, he literally had place and win on the board. And he thought white had Gomi, so he lost the game.
That's tough.
Yeah. It's rough.
Unfortunate -2 Komi scenario.
Yeah. I'm just checking real quick that, like, okay, you are kind of loud. I'm gonna turn you down a bit real fast on my end. And then we should be chilling. Okay. Sorry. This was supposed to be, like, reasonably prepped. I am actually pretty prepped, I will admit. I'm not gonna pretend I'm not, like, reasonably prepped for this. I literally have a bunch of files and stuff up, like, right now. That we will be going into, like, immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just, yeah. I'm not gonna, I feel like I've been stalling for, like, however long. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna get into some games. First game. This is a game between you and Pluto. I think this is you and Pluto, right? I'm reading it right? Yeah.
Yes.
This
Pretty
is,
recent one.
Hmm?
Pretty recent one at that.
Yeah, this is the most recent tackling game between you two. It's notable because this opening is, like, pretty straightforward. It's like knights move. This is normal into, like, kind of an opposition. It ends up being this idea where it's like a horizontal threat leaning into a vertical threat. They play it out. And this position happens. And I asked Alion earlier, seeing that this sort of position was going to come up, did you assume that your capstone was going to have to be over here somewhere? Because, like, obviously, if you play out, like, the obvious moves, if you play out some, like, b5, c5, a3, something, and then keep doing this, then black's threat is going to kind of cut through yours, and I don't know, is black's threat faster? Probably not. But, like...
No. So, okay, so... This kind of position, like, if you leave everything be, it usually turns out that like, white's threat is faster, but, in this specific scenario, there were, like, some tactical undertones about, like, early captures being a problem, I think, if I remember the position correctly.
You just... This is the type of spot where it's like, it does get a little scary, especially because, like, suppose I was a bit of a psycho and put my capstone on, like, c5 or something. Like, that feels bad, so you just want to play c5 naturally. But then, like...
Yeah, so the reason behind c5 here is, like, obviously I don't want to let black play capstone c5 because I just kind of lose the game.
Agreed.
Because my entire horizontal thread is dead and black obtains momentum. So that's pretty horrible. And this is, like, the tactical undertone why I couldn't play, say, a4 on move 6 instead.
Yeah.
Because then, like, okay, I get my threat first, but hang on, black places a capstone, so, like, this is not actually useful
This just
for me.
looks awful.
Yeah, no, this doesn't merely look awful. It just is.
Yeah.
I would expect this to be just, like, fully losing, like, minus, like, 60% from topaz or whatever.
That...
Um,
minus 60 might be a bit much, but somehow it sounds kind of believable.
Hello, because, like, okay, here's the thing, right? Like, you're hardly stopping the vertical from black.
Assuming this.
I guess you could answer it with, like, capstone c3 or something. Like capstone c5 to capstone
Like,
c3.
yeah. This sounds
and then
like
kind
the
of
right amount of psycho.
Just, like, pretend that this is fine, that, like, okay, black and white have neutralized each other's threats, sort of. But realistically, I think the white capstone is just like weaker here because
Like, from a broad perspective, even as someone who's not as amazing at attack, it looks unfun. Like, this does not look like a position I want to play as white, right?
it actually is.
It's just
Um,
so weird.
it actually is not so bad. Maybe. I wonder if yeah. I think.
Well, because the thing is, I'm assuming what's going to happen here is something like b6. If you play b5 down, you're just like matching with the capstone. So you have to play cap
Yeah.
left. But then I'm just going to take d5 or d3 or c3 or something, and now my capstone down is just like supported.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
the
like
white
fine.
capstone is sort of overloaded.
Yeah.
I was mentally backtracking to like before placing capstone on c5 and was wondering if maybe black can somehow manage to force a better position by playing flat on c5 instead. With some like strange threats, but
Oh,
I
this
guess that
works.
also doesn't work. Anyway, point is, c5 looked very scary. I probably didn't fully like roll out the lines in my head, but I just like felt danger from c5 in game. So
It was kind of like a prune before you think about it, because c5 for white is probably fine, and not having c5 for white just looks.
well,
Eh.
yeah. I mean, playing c5 for white just forces this stupid capstone a4 line, right?
Yeah. This was kind of what
Which
I was going to
which
talk
you
about, right? Is like.
which you have to know is fine for you before you commit into it. And in this case, it's like almost obviously fine. It like obviously is on the edge, which is traditionally bad, and for good reason. But like the capstone here is like working against the only black threat and working towards the only white threat. So and the Z shape in the middle, like from B5 to C4 to D4, is like hard to pull apart. Like Pluto drops the capstone on D5, but that doesn't really stop the white threat, right? Not immediately, anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
I was almost looking at capstone c3 in this position and something disgusting, but it looks. Eh.
it sort of ends up the same, but probably slower, because like I still make the threat, and then you still go like
Capstone
bite
white.
into the yeah.
Yeah. That's basically like the big question I had for this game, though, is like, so by this point, you didn't realize, like, you went into this going, okay, cool, I have a horizontal, you have a vertical, we're gonna clash in the middle, something is gonna happen. But you didn't know you were
Yeah.
committing to like some sort of like capstone tactic mess. Not mess, I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine, until you played c5. And then c5 is a moment where it's like, by playing c5, you have to know you're
So,
committing to this.
yeah, so basically the reason why I did not anticipate any of this is because I was just fully misreading what Pluto wanted to do in this position. Um,
Fair.
like this is sort of the most obvious plan, right? Just build the vertical duh. Um,
Uh,
I
Blastics
feel
to
like
call
I
it
feel
lazy
like
tech, even.
I feel like a tiltak right now, like A2 double exclam, you know. But if you know, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was basically looking at all these different lines where like oh like Pluto can take a4, make the citadel, that makes my threat like kind of bad, and or like the capstone going on the 5 or sorry c5 earlier, right? Or maybe going to c3 even, or like flat on like d5 maybe to commit to some sort of horizontal. all these like weird different ideas, and then just like missing the like obvious, like, okay, you build horizontal, me build vertical, what to do.
It's
But
the
yeah, I
kind of
mean,
idea where
this sometimes happens, and like the problem is like I had no prep for this, so like I just had to resolve the situation over the board.
yeah,
I dealt with it well, but
I think you
it
dealt with it
sure
quite
was
well.
surprising.
Well, that's good. From here, I mean, it was like played out completely fine, and then you ended up with like a winning position because you got a stack, and then it was like a whole mess with a stack. But that's like, I remember talking about that. That was a whole calculation garbage thing. This is, oh yeah, this is versus Boris. I just wanted to bring this one up quick because this is one of these games where it was one of your bigger games, I think, versus it's just Boris. Boris being, I think, pretty solidly the number like two contester, number one contester kind of right now. I mean, you said
Yeah.
earlier that you think he's going to be number one. I want to say I don't believe you, but he's kind of starting to look like it. I mean, like the obvious example is he went undefeated in the sevens and like beat you in a way that didn't even feel like it was like it was hard. Obviously, it's not like you didn't have to work for it, but it felt the same way like you would normally beat someone like Pluto. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It felt very okay. This is like we're going to fight through the middle game, and then I'm just gonna clean up.
Like Boris is very strong with like yeah, I mean a bunch of stuff. Just give him time. Just like give him time at any game and he will be good at it. It's pretty good.
I still
But
I still rue. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing mentoring with him, and we've talked about this because, like, one of his biggest learning strategies is going into review and just staring at Topaz. Unironically, like, I swear he's just like trying to become Topaz. Topaz being one of the better TAC engines in the community. Not when you did F3. What are you talking about? Topaz is one of the better TAC engines in the community.
yeah,
The best one on regular hardware, like not like a supercomputer. I don't even know if TAC Zero is better on a supercomputer, but I assume it is because it's made to work on them. On like a, you know.
it probably scales better with better hardware, but like you would need an unfathomable amount of compute probably to make it better than Topaz at this point. And like notably, I am mostly learned on Tag Zero and its predecessor because Topaz was not really a thing back then.
Yeah.
So I have like a slightly different set of ideas instilled in me by the engines. Because I'm also a kind of engine hog. Like I would also like analyze a bunch of positions back in the day.
I was
Back in the
watching
day, wow, what a statement.
old timer retiree sentence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true though, right? Like I've gone back and watched some of your games from like the 2022 like TAC championships and other stuff because Simon has VODs too. And one of the things one of the things that was talked about is like you were one of the players who has been studying like the bots when they were newer. Like Willem is a great example, obviously, right? And you were one of the newer players that started studying these things because a lot of other players weren't studying these sorts of engine lines. Now it's much more common in our community.
Yeah, because it's also like slightly more accessible. We have like better tooling. We have like, you know, PTN Ninja. You can just plug Topaz in and it's great. You can also use Topaz from the Discord channel if you don't want to install it yourself. So like it's a lot easier to access the like high level tooling nowadays. So a lot more people can do it.
Ooh. That's right. If you want to become like Boris, just stare at Topaz for 100 hours. You too can do this. If you have 100 hours to spend staring at Topaz.
I don't know if this is like the best advice for everyone. But
It's a wonderful
I mean,
advertisement.
Engines are important for learning, yes.
But
I would definitely say that.
to this end, both of you bot people. I don't know, is this a bot line in this game? The reason I bring this up is because in this game, both Alion and Boris played these moves. I could almost pull up a video of it. Abyssal Attack has a video of it where they literally play the moves like faster than I'm clicking them on the screen. Like they played the moves so unbelievably quickly. It was actually absurd. I think they got to like this move 11 by like this point in the game was like, no, here I think you thought for the first time in a while, and then you played a move again. And then suddenly it was like thinking about what to do next. Like 11 moves
yes.
in. Is this just
So-
like theory or something?
So this line we basically ended up like essentially I think just kind of figuring out what the other guy is going to play, like fully. Most of these moves are just I think like top engine moves or like second top engine moves. Like depends also which engine you ask, right? Like Zero and Topaz have differences of opinion in opening. I think this kind of opening is more like the Topaz style opening, but I could not tell you. It's been a while. The thing with prep in tech is that you cannot really like truly learn prep in tech because you don't have enough opportunities to use it normally. So like I just learn some prep and then play the game and then forget it usually. Which is not very time efficient, but what can you do?
I just find that very funny.
Some of the ideas stick with you, right? Like, yeah, off the top of my head, like a lot of openings have some strange early captures, like in order to like delay the move by one and other stuff. It depends a lot, but basically, like basic ideas stay. Concrete lines don't really stay because, like, first of all. So like we have league games every 2 weeks or something.
Yep.
Sometimes we have tournaments, right?
Yep.
And like the other thing is even with league games, every 2 weeks you play someone else, and you don't really want to be playing the same or like trying to learn the same set of theory for multiple people because like obviously they're not going to play the same lines. So like just memorizing a huge generalist opening book against everyone is like a lot more effort than just prepping one person.
That kind of makes sense. I think to a similar point, not the same point, but a similar point, I bring up Snoot because he is a relatively good chess player. Renegade, also a relatively good chess player, also in chat, yapping about with Boris about stuff. But like, some of the chess players have been coming into the community a little bit, trickling in, and some of them are bringing like different ideas with them. Snoot in particular bringing up this idea of like, instead of playing what the quote unquote like best lines are, a lot of the time he'll play like a line. He's studying lines he feels more comfortable with himself to try and pull other people into them, which is something that people do, right? The hug is a very obvious example of this. Where like instead of playing what is quote unquote the best thing, you play something that might not be like optimal supposedly, but it's something you're comfortable playing, so you feel like if you can pull someone else into it, you feel better than they do.
Yeah. This was actually, I think, one of my points in like the mentoring event that Boris ran.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember mentioning that about opening prep in general to like my mentees, but yeah, I mean the opening preparation is like kind of a complex subject. obviously it works differently in tag than in chess too, because like in chess, the average, like if you're a high level player, then like your average high level opponent will be, someone who has tens of thousands of games played under their belt and knows at least 1,000 different opening positions. I don't think this is true of like the entire community of tech combined, so the scale is kind of different. So like the methods of like opening preparation just kind of work differently here.
That makes sense.
But some of the ideas like make sense because like, for example, like obviously if you're preparing against someone who also uses Topaz to prepare, like let's say both of you are using Topaz to prepare against each other, right?
Yeah.
If both of you follow the just main line of Topaz, like both of you are going to be prepared. Like it's just a conquest of who prepares deeper or whatever. That's also not great. Like you need some sort of asymmetry somewhere in the system.
Yeah.
So
That is one of the few
unless
nice things about TAC is I think asymmetries are easier to come by because like one or two moves different can change like the entire opening to like a completely different line.
yeah.
Did I
Anyway.
interrupt? My bad. I'm so sorry.
No, I was just saying anyway, so
Oh, yeah. Abyss and Ren both talking about is that any better? Did I make him less like boomy? Apparently you were like boomy relative to me, which is completely my fault. I'll worry about it later. It's whatever. It's hopefully fine now. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Next up was... Which game is this? This is a game versus Will. I think this was interesting because this was, yeah. This was E3 first. I'm sure, like, I'm amazed you played Adjacents. I don't know if this was just a mess with Will, but that's besides the point. I know you're capable of playing Adjacents or Opposites or the Hug. I don't think it matters. But you play Capstone D3 here, and then Capstone D2 happens, and your idea is just, okay, I'm going to edge crawl, and then I'm just going to wall you twice, and I'm going to win the game.
this was a funny game, yeah. So
And like,
here's like yeah, sorry.
is that just like something you came up with on the fly? Like, did you know going into this? It's like, well, my goal is I'm going to bait. Like, I think this, like, horizontal isn't strong enough because my capstone blocks the capstone in with opposition, and then I can just wall twice. So I'm just gonna bait a wall over here or something. Was that like a okay, cool, I don't think this is good enough, and you just like tried this? Or was it just like something you actually thought was like strictly the right move in this position? Like, was there a plan behind this, or was it just like, it's probably fine?
I can frankly not really tell you what was going through my mind when I played Capstone D3.
Honestly, that makes sense. This
I think
strikes me as
I
a
just
weird
like
for you.
I think I just like understood that like okay, when you early commit a capstone like this, you basically need to check for a few things. First thing is like, is any capstone placement for the opponent like a significant problem for you immediately?
Yeah.
And the answer is, well, not really.
Not really, no.
The biggest problem possibly is capstone D4.
No, I see it.
Which kind of just says like, okay, black, your capstone now cannot go left, cannot go horizontally or vertically, and it's kind of doing nothing.
It's
And I'm
kind
going
of
to like
weird.
take the, and I'm going to take like the top half of the board, and you're gonna like have some of the bottom half, and then it's like a game. Um,
I feel like this is the type of position that gets very like intertwined checkerboardy, where like everything is passive for the next 20 moves. There's like weird captures that make the position better or worse, and then like it gets awkward.
It might be checkerboardy. This is a bit reminiscent of like one of the Knight's move, I think, main lines. Which like also gets this structure where there's like where the capstone where
Ooh,
like the
capstone
capstone is like the where the capstone is like the
like this or something? I can't imagine that.
no. This is like a different. This is like a completely different opening where you.
Noted.
Uh,
I won't bother then.
it's the knight um in opposite corners, like knight line into center game into like white plays next to like d3 and the it's hard to
This or
just like
something?
explain with words. Not this, no, not this. No.
Well,
Um, it's like the black plays like c4 in this orientation.
like
So yeah,
what's C4?
this,
Oh, like
this,
this
this.
line.
No, not this line.
Not even this.
The other way, the like c3 way. Um,
Oh, and then
and
like
then like
capstone here.
capstone, yeah, capstone,
And then
um,
it like becomes this or whatever. I don't even know if E4 is mainline, but I know it's in some of the lines.
yeah, I'm not sure either. I think it's like before actually, but whatever.
Yeah, this.
Point is, it becomes like this weird intertwined thing, and then like one of the like the asymmetry comes from the fact that one has momentum, right? Kind of like fake momentum because it's like
Yeah.
very counteracted, but it's still an advantage to perform some sort of capture to capitalize on it. But yeah, anyway, I'm not like an expert in this kind of opening anyway, so
I haven't seen people play this sort of opening in like years, so I would not know.
because it's so awkward, it's just
I
I don't know.
I
It doesn't feel like a human way
uh,
to play tag, if that makes any sense.
Snoop pulled me into a game like that recently that's all like intertwined checkerboard garbage, and I'm just like, what do I even do? Like, I thought I was fine, and then I wasn't fine. It was weird. Anyway, those are games I want to get better at studying stuff like that, but I don't even know I would ask to study stuff like that because no one plays it. So, it's weird.
You can ask Abbott, I think.
Noted. He might be on my list at some point. We'll see. Anyway, I got what I
I might
wanted out of
also
this.
just be throwing him under the bus,
It's
for
fine.
no reason.
I'll ask him, and then absolute worst case scenario, he'll say, "Yeah, I know nothing about this," and then we won't talk about it, and it'll be fine.
Great. Okay.
I wanted the ooh, this one. This one was fun. This position looks like unplayable for white. And like, okay, coming into this, I mean, E2 makes sense. Get a reserve out, play the game. Makes sense. Get a reserve out, play the game. Coming into this sort of position, I'm just going to keep randomly tapping moves because it's not really coherent to like what I'm going to talk about anyway. What is your like idea in this position? Like, do you have like a plan, or is it just like try stuff and like hope?
Here I was I not low on time already here?
Yeah, it was like 15 seconds a piece, I think, at this point.
I think I was just like clicking random moves.
That makes so much sense, actually. Just
But
like,
like, okay, so the good thing about this sort of
sorry,
position is that it feels winning, right?
as white?
Yeah, because you're on one reserve, right? And you have a bunch of random liabilities that
This feels
black has
winning.
made.
Okay. See, this is why I wanted to ask stuff like this. If you told me this position was winning for white, I would be like confused out of my mind.
Well, you are.
Well, cause like I would just play like wall here or something, and just like end it,
Well,
or just like even if you're feeling feisty, wall up or something.
well, but if you go all up, then white has capstone down, all of them.
Oh yeah, capstone down is kind of annoying. That makes sense. Oh, let me click, please. And then this is like not good actually. That makes sense. But like I
There's
figured you would
also
just like
like
wall
still
here.
a bunch of unresolved stuff happening with like with the double stacks on the on the third row.
Yeah, this stuff.
Sorry, the third row, not column.
Huh? Am I hallucinating? Oh, like
Um,
this?
sorry, can you count to three? Let's count to three. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, these.
Yeah. Um, so like I'm pretty sure I fully misplayed this. Like later checking in analysis. Because I just like let that hang too long and then like black could have exploited me somehow. I don't remember quite like what the verdict was on any of this,
I don't
but
even remember what happened here. I think like
I'm like pretty
see,
sure I played
yeah,
the
stuff
game
like this.
badly.
I didn't fully understand like what the vision here from. I mean, I know the vision is I have 2 seconds on my clock. I need to play moves.
Yeah. So this was obviously
Even here, can you just like
beneficial.
wall b4? Oh, I guess wall b4 is a
Uh,
draw. That's hilarious. And he didn't want to draw. Sure. Or no, it's not a draw. I'm hallucinating. My bad. But like,
well, wall before can let white draw immediately because white can immediately gain +2, and there is nothing that black can do to regain it.
oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, no. I mean, I guess this, but then this. And then
Yeah, but
recapture.
then this up, yeah.
And then, yeah. And then you're not in time.
You don't have time for this. You don't have time for this.
And then you just
So
draw the
that's
game.
theoretically a draw, but it's not like fully clear that
I guess the idea then
like
is like both of you felt very comfy in this position until you just played it out. This also giga surprised me. I
yeah, this
honestly
was
prefer
also
d6 down. Because, like, the wall coming
uh,
across doesn't matter because I can just smash it. So, like,
maybe the bigger problem is me capturing these
like,
c6 though,
oh, yeah.
because c6 is hanging,
And then it's just a
and
horror, isn't
then
it? Yeah, that's rough.
I guess yeah, you have to wall the vertical, but then I go right.
Well, no, I mean,
So
I can't wall the vertical because it's, like, insta-lost to something, like, quirky.
no,
No, I'm pretty sure it just is. I mean, this is
I'm
also
not
a draw
convinced.
by that metric. I figure just like this or something. Just like
Yeah,
insta wins.
that's what I said. Or I don't think I said 4c6 right specifically, but it's what I was looking at. Um,
I mean, it looks natural, and then wall up to defend. Or even cap up, but it doesn't really make a difference.
yeah, you cannot. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, because
And
this just
then do
loses on.
this. And then you can't capture in time
Uh,
because I could, like, place probably. I don't want to throw right
play,
away because, like, then you can recapture here and it's ugly, I think. Maybe. Maybe I can do it this way.
uh,
That's really messy.
yeah,
Oh, that's
that's
weird.
quite clean actually.
I hate
Um,
how well that works.
but
Yeah.
like yeah, this entire thing on the right where like my two stack is just undefended right now,
And
or
then
like
this is
it's
just like a forced win. Because you
defended
can't
but
make this
like
up in
not
time. Yeah, okay. So I guess at this point it is just probably like a head for white. That's weird. I always underestimate how like useful it is to be ahead on reserves, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's useful in the sense that like obviously you um like it's kind of a road scenario, but for reserves is what I like to think about it. Because like um obviously when someone makes a road, the game ends immediately. And so in this case, what happens is like when you're on one reserve, or even in most situations even on two reserves, like if you are equal on FCD, the game immediately ends, right? It's like it becomes a hard condition, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just what is F3 left? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, as soon as it like this, for example, even like I would insta lock this in. Don't even question it.
This is smashable.
No, it's not because
No,
it's
it's
pinned by
not.
Galen. Like
And by
100% it has to be.
Galen, yeah. Yeah,
So
just like
it's just like insta wins. But I mean, this is also winning because like you can't actually deal with it in time, so it's fine. And then yeah, this is messy because you have to like wall this again.
yeah, this is also
Or
attack thread, which
no,
is very amusing.
do you have to wall this, or could you play like C1 left?
Well, the other threat
Also
of
just losing.
b6 is spreading, right?
You can also just do this and then just
Yeah,
win on the spot. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's
So
just
it's
rough.
tough.
So that's just a moment of like, I look at a position like this, and I'm like, what in tarnation is white doing here? And you look at a position like this and go like, what do you mean? I'm completely winning. I just have to force
No,
it.
like here it's kind of scary because like I think I blundered a few things here actually. Like the whole capture on F4, I think I just like forgot that that's attack thread or something. I remember being like fully panicked in some parts of this position.
Mm,
Because like it was not going the right way, and I think I was objectively losing around this point, if I
yeah.
remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure around here there's
Um,
like some garbage white can do to be like fine.
um, but like you just have to be accurate. If you're behind on the reserves, then you just have to play like perfectly accurate, basically. Because like one slip up is just game. So,
We've kind of talked about
um,
it with like engines and stuff talk too, right? Where it's like this idea of playing out like a middle to end game against an engine is just feels impossible because it's like, oops, I missed a singular idea and now you like lose the game for 20 moves. And I feel like reserves almost like puts you in that engine scenario of like you're God, you get to play like anything you want, and if your opponent doesn't play perfectly, you just win the game on the spot.
yeah,
That's a good way of looking at it. I mean, Abyss talks about God mode all the time, but like I think that's a good way of putting it. It's almost like a or you were saying what was it? Like a it's like a road threat idea kind of almost.
yeah.
And I'm sure at
It's
this
like
point it's
so
just
my mental crystallization of this is like basically it puts you in this state where like with the roads you're counting like the turns until you can make a road, right? And this is like the paramount statistic, right?
yep. And then
And
like
then for the flat count, and then for flat count, it's like you're counting down how much, how many flats you have to win, right?
I mean
Um,
it's just a translation of momentum but to like flat theory, which makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. I
That's a
like
good
to
way of
think
thinking
about
about
it
it.
that way.
Noted.
Um,
I learned some. Wow, it's almost like that's the reason I pulled you into Mentor Me. It's like I learned something. Ah, this game. Abyss did the thing where he plays whatever this is.
Yeah.
First question. I'm
And
sure you at least mildly remember this. Is there any thoughts you have when you see this and the opponent's nameplate says Abyss?
it doesn't really matter what the opponent's name says. Um, I just like I do not like dealing with the edge crawl. I am a non-edge crawl receiver enjoyer. Um,
Fair enough.
Even though I do enjoy sometimes
I
um,
mean, there was a game I had
giving
up
the
where
edge
you were
crawl.
doing that, right? There was a game I
Yeah.
had up literally where you decided to play an edge crawl randomly in the middle of the game. Or
Well,
in the
that
beginning of
was
the
okay.
game.
That was that one will game actually that we like sort of glossed over. We talked about it a bit, but
Yeah.
it's also like a good example of the like kind of higher level opening ideas you can export out of concrete engine lines in the opening. Like this was not a concrete engine line, but I kind of played it like
Now I'm glad.
um,
Now I'm almost sad I closed it. Hold on. I mean, whatever. We'll worry about that
I'm
later.
sure I'm sure you can like use the drop down in PTN Ninja.
Oh, wait, I can do it that way. Duh. Thank you. There's a thing in here. It has to, I mean, I know it has to be in here because, like, oh, am I stupid? Has it been this long that I forgot how to use PTN Ninja? Can I not stream and use PTN Ninja at the same time? Can my brain not handle it?
Anyway, the point of this sort of game was very interesting in the sense that I like combined a few ideas that are common in engine openings.
Wait,
Like first of all, like okay, you have the capstone, um,
which game are you talking about? The
the
Abyss game or
will
the Will game?
game,
The Will game. Okay.
the will game, yeah. Um, like you have the like put the capstone in a capstone plus wall shaped jail idea. Um, so just like basically steal the rest of the board for yourself
Yep.
with like the wall on E2. Although I'm pretty sure I just kind of misplayed the wall on E2 scenario because like Will had opportunities to take E2 for himself and then that's like somehow bad for me.
I was scared, like,
But
in this position that, like, or sometime soon he would, like, smash E1 or something.
yeah, this game was scary to play. I will tell you that
Like,
much.
I immediately
Because
look at, like, this here.
yeah, but like you just look one move further and like wall left and is there really a threat? There's just like not a whole lot of stuff going on
Yeah, I
here.
guess it's just, like, doesn't matter because you can't do it this way because it's just, like, awful.
Um, well, no, you
I could do
probably
wall
would
left
not
here.
want to. Yeah, wall left maybe, or realistically maybe even B2 B1 right is possible. Um,
B1
I
right
was
here?
thinking,
That doesn't sound
yeah.
real.
Uh, like obviously the threat is that Void is doing the thing with the capstone, leaving behind one, but is that really
I guess the
all that
idea is, like,
much?
doesn't matter. And also, like, yeah, as you actually, I can go back to mainline, I think, here. And, like, in mainline, you just defended this, and then, like, eventually, you just played, what was it? Like, C4, like, C5. White feels the need to play a wall again, and now you have 3 walls instead of 2 walls, and you're like, great, we're completely fine. Or I guess you only have 2 because, like, recaptures and whatever. But like, you feel fine as white in this position, right?
As black, you
Or
mean?
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, permanently white is scary at the bottom because that's where they are investing literally all of their pieces, and they have the capstone there, right?
Yeah,
So like it's kind of just like a calculator check. Um,
this is the type of position where I would look at playing like E4 or something to make it so I can look for D4. Because if you play d4, I can probably just like, well, I guess my wall is pinned, so I can't come right, but like, I can probably like capture onto this somehow and block it off.
The white position at the top is also precarious, just so we're clear, because like everything up top is kind of pinned. So like if the black capstone activates or something, then like Loki kind of scary.
Like, there's a world where somehow black gets like this, and then you like stop paying attention, and then suddenly like d3 up or something is like, well, I mean, ignore. But like, I don't know, d3 up or something is like Tinue somehow.
Yeah, it's never Tinue truly because you have like a3 plus and stuff, but it's somewhat scary.
Yeah, I guess you can't actually force here. Funny. It's I've seen games like this a lot, and in my opinion, I think they tend to favor black. This idea of like, if you split the board, the person with more walls wins the game because you need, give or take, an equal amount of walls to like stop each other's threats.
The person with more commi or less walls. You said more walls. I don't think more walls wins the game. Because like it's basically just like, okay, we have this sort of tension.
Mm-hmm.
And like it never truly gets resolved because the capstones never like jump at each other's throats, basically. They're just kind of like standing there.
Menacingly. Well, not menacingly, but you know.
This game got like funny because of this nonsense.
Yeah.
But thankfully like my position survives due to sufficient negative space for me to like drop a wall in. Which is like a crazy thing that like to have to think about. But...
I was so confused why he played like the entire stack down instead of only one down. I mean, it doesn't even actually make a difference, but I figured this is better because you can at least like pin this if you do it this way. Because I think this gains you a flat doing it this way instead, right? Because either you self-capture, and then I gain a flat because it's a -1 for a 0 move. Or you capture over, and then I think my spread equals yours, but like with tack, maybe? Maybe this is bad somehow. Yeah, maybe this is bad somehow.
Probably ends up being bad because of like the wall can even move to b6.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And you can't even do this because there's like this garbage. No, that doesn't work because you can just wall it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems weird. No thought had empty kind of position. It's a kind of position where it's just like, to me, no matter how you slice this up, I look at it and go like, well, white is goofed. You have to ungoof. And I guess the idea is this is your ungoof. It just feels like the wrong ungoof, but I'm also crazy, so.
I think this was like objectively wrong, according to the engine. But also I think it's like probably over. It's like there are many lines you can sort of try exploring, but all of them sort of don't gain you any flats.
That's the worst part is like you can never even unpin this mess because there's 2 flats under me if I smash, and there's so much stuff at the top that like you can never get rid of this. So you can't even smash something.
He did sort of get rid of this later in the game, I think.
Did he? I mean, yeah, but it had to take like 20 moves.
Yeah, unfortunately, the way he did it is like just worthless because of this.
But this is what I
Which,
mean. Like, how even now, like, how do you get rid of like? I guess the
yeah,
idea
no,
is you
he,
can get rid of it, but in exchange, the concession is still like awful.
yeah, I think there was an opportunity to do it slightly better,
That
um,
doesn't really make a difference. See,
but
this
like
isn't actually
either way, it's just not enough.
Yeah, it's unplayable. I personally like in positions like this hitting the white flag button.
My personal recommendation as well. No, it's easy for something in tech to go wrong, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, like, I joke a lot about, um, like, oh, it's like move 12, it's like Arch Venison versus like I don't know Pluto or whatever, and like, okay, Archie just like hard capped in the middle of the opening and is now dead lost. Like,
And then
next
suddenly he
move,
has like,
press the flag button, press the flag button.
yeah.
Like best move, flag, double exclam, and other memes like that. But
Okay, okay, that's pretty good.
um,
Resignation, double exclam.
but in reality, it's like very hard to actually close out a attack position cleanly. So
It is one of these things that I personally have gotten the idea of from like watching engine stuff, especially, is like in positions like this, one of the best things you can do is just like, suppose like you're continuing a threat here, you bait this. You just want to like interweave pieces into the position, right? So that like now when I start doing stuff, I can make things happen. Maybe have like maybe have stacks or captives that I can use later. You know,
wait,
get stuff
Wait, hang on,
moved.
run it back to to
Like
this one.
here, maybe
Ah,
it's like bad, but like letting someone get like this whole garbage just feels bad. Some like if you feel like you're lost, in my head, it's better to like get more pieces weaved into their position because allowing someone to get like a giant untouched like cluster of pieces or flats generally just ends in death by like unplayable, not death by like tactically lost. Does that make sense? Like it's one thing to like not be able to do anything because your opponent can outplay you. Then you can like force them to think a little bit, make them play the game, whatever. But when they can just like once it gets to this point, right? Where is it in like the main line of this game? Once it gets to like this point, white commits basically so hard to the bottom of the board that like you have so much at the top here that like you can't even do anything. Cause you can never get enough pieces into this mess. Like almost ever, right?
um, yeah, I don't actually think that's about. Um, I don't think it's necessarily about pieces only, like being down, like this versus unplayable only. I think it's
Hmm.
possible to like even lose like a better or winning position by just letting the opponent build like a thick threat somewhere. Um,
You're just saying
it's
that like
actually
it's not ooh get out of like losing position. You're just saying literally just good tack is don't let someone get this big massive
yeah,
depth with
yeah,
threat.
yeah. Because like there's bots are much better at exploiting these big constructs, by the way.
Agreed.
Um, but like the bigger the thing, the more likely it is that like somewhere there's some sort of random tactic hiding that like just wins the game on the spot or something silly like that.
Yeah.
Um, like you got like like a bunch of different things, like some sort of cap walk or some sort of like self capture to do to like threaten like a spread in some directions across like maybe even your own pieces, or like maybe in two directions, or
I would almost
maybe
look at something like
uh,
insane like this, and then like, well, it doesn't actually work because you still lose, but something like this to try and like, now if you throw back across, I can like throw back across and finally cut you off from this threat. Ooh, ah.
ooh, scary.
Like, it doesn't actually work, but you know,
Mm,
we can pretend, right?
yeah,
Like, we can pretend that the best move in
maybe.
this position is not just e3, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Or
the
that it's
other
like,
thing is like in this game we had a lot of there was like board full pressure, which is
yeah.
somewhat uncommon.
It's. I think it becomes more common the more you split the board or get these big types of things. Where it's like,
It also depends a lot on how feisty the players are.
yeah,
Um, and like the thing here is that like neither me nor Will is known for being particularly feisty.
another thing I will point out is we had 3 S moves by move 13, which I
Yeah.
think also helps kill the board faster, which also means that like flat captures are just like captures are just worth less the more walls there are on the board. That's not okay, that's not completely true, but you know what I mean. Like a flat on flat capture isn't going to be tactically as viable if I have a wall standing next to it. So the more walls I have like controlling stuff oftentimes means that like trying to capture to create threats and ideas just doesn't work as well.
Yeah, that's sort of correct. And in the limit, like you see some very high level engine games, like it sometimes occurs that like the end state of the board has like 7 walls of one color,
Yep.
and there's literally nothing to be. It's like basically a different game again. Like it's not
Yep.
a normal tech end game. It's just
Unplayable.
special tech end game scenario like uh don't never be able to do anything edition.
Yep.
Um,
I've talked about this before that like it's one thing to have a game where it's like unwinnable, where it feels like no matter what you do, you can't win the game. It's a different feeling, especially against like top engines or like high engines. Barry Bot is also like fine as an example sometimes if you're not like it's just Boris or alion02. Like if you have a different name tag. Um this idea of like an
I
unplayable position where like no matter what I do, you just play the easy move and I don't get to do anything. So I literally can't make anything happen, right? And there are positions like that. And I know people say that it's like hard to have in TAC because you can always make the position more like things happening in the position. But at a certain point, it's like here, it's like this is going to be tactically pinned basically forever. If it's not tactically pinned, you're going to be like walling it on like D1 or like something. I have no idea. Like this capstone is basically stuck in purgatory. This side of the board is basically dead. This part of the board is like you're gonna have to cut into it, but I don't even know if you can anymore. Like by this point, it's just like I don't know if you can touch anything ever again. Like this is a type of position I look at and go like it's almost unplayable. Like you have an idea at least, it's just like it's not
mm,
real. But there are positions I've
I
seen where it's like you don't even have this. I don't know. I guess I'm just rambling at this point, but me 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 me.
it's a little hard to follow, but yeah, I think broadly this is correct.
It's this idea of like I have played a bunch of games where it's like because people know hopefully I am one of the players who will just like sit and like randomly play a bunch of games with engines. I have like 2,000 engine games or something. And I've only been playing for like a year or less, like 9 months or whatever. And oftentimes you can find positions against better engines where it's just like oops, you don't get to play the game again. And they'll just like put a piece down. And it's like, oop, there's a wall. Oh. Oh, wait. And then it's like, oop, there's a wall. Oh, no. Because like suddenly they have ideas, but you don't. So you have to deal with their ideas. But now after you deal with their ideas, the board is just dead and you lose. And it's like, welp. Okay. And it's moved like 10 and you already realize you're completely lost. Not because like you can't win the game, but because literally no matter what you do, they're just going to refute you. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it's tough. Playing against, yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait, did we
So
go through this one?
we never went through the last
This one.
Abyss game, no.
Yeah. This one is also interesting. Because it was, I wanted to bring it up because you saw F4. F4 happened. F4 is like, you know, a bit of a bruh moment.
Yeah.
You look at this move and go like, what do I don't know. I mean, you just have to deal with it, I guess. And you
I
did.
dealt with it
And you saw this.
kind of. I kind of dealt with it poorly, you could say.
Okay, that is why. I was gonna say, I mean, Capstone E6 is like one of the only moves in this position, but like,
Yeah.
did you just like, are you just like, okay, I'm playing this because like, I don't see a better way of dealing with this?
Well, the capstone when the capstone lands on e3, right? Like, you kind of figure out that this is like the main way to deal with this. Because like your capstone is going to be useful up here because it will participate in your horizontal and stuff, and it does block the vertical nicely.
Mm-mm-mm.
So
Oh yeah, this is another point to bring up in this game. When you throw it here,
yeah.
I mean, it makes perfect sense in hindsight, right? But like, what do you do to spot garbage like this in like?
This, I mean, you can actually spot this move in multiple ways. One of the ways is like utilizing your like throw through several pieces heuristic. This usually happens with walls, where you have like a wall in some sort of line of pieces, or like blocking a line of pieces, and it has something under it. Then like sometimes throwing it through the line of pieces is like buys you one more tempo than just moving it one down.
Yep.
Which in this case is like actually just like pivotal to the position, the one momentum.
Yeah. Because otherwise, like, if you do it this way and then just D3 happens, it's just like.
Yeah, then you have to like do the slow walk of shame all the way to D3. Like, it's not great.
And now white has D3. And now white can maybe build for other stuff. And now you're like fatter, and now you're like slower, and it feels not as good.
Yeah, white can probably just well D2 this. Yeah, probably just D2. Anyway,
I mean, to me,
this is sort of fun.
it's a very stupid point. But the worst part to me is you can't even do this. Because it's pinned.
Okay, just like a diabolical crayon move out of nowhere.
Well, the thing is, if it's not pinned, it's actually like broken, right? Like it's actually kind of good. Because like, okay, suppose like you have to like, what do you suppose there isn't a flat on like C4? Suppose we do the same thing, and we play like, I don't know, like
no, let's
here,
D2. Let's go back to that direct position. It's fine. Well, now it's like worse, right? Because you've made it worse.
Yeah, but like.
So like, okay, let's play E3 for now. Sorry, what? C3.
Yeah, suppose we have like this.
Like, what do you spread left? Are you happy with that?
Surely it's fine. Like even this.
Well, now I mean, black can just play like B3.
Yeah, so I guess you have to spread all the way. Because b3 is actually like diabolically annoying.
But actually, your problem runs deeper because black just plays d3 here. And you're still late. Like b2, and you are still late. And not only that, but like you now have
Actually, can I
weaknesses.
play b2 here?
Yeah, you can, but like if black just plays b3, your capstone comes down, and black just walls you on b4. Or this way, then just a2, right? Like whatever.
And then probably cap down, and then probably wall on a4 or whatever. And I
Wall
guess, yeah, it's
on
fine.
yeah, wall on b4, and then wall on d2 or whatever, and I think black just wins the game basically. I mean, like white,
Is this not
because like
fine
white.
somehow? Because now if you wall here, I have like 2c4 minus.
That's a little diabolical, but
Capstone down, I guess. But now, like, look at this position. Like, what have I done?
yeah, capstone down is probably fine there. I'm sure this is still like a playable position.
No, it has to be. Like, I definitely don't think it's like white winning or something, but I think it gets white's capstone into like this part of the board, assuming again that it's like somehow not not dead.
Yeah.
But of course, it will. It always will be, because you're never gonna get a second chance at this.
I'm just like very concerned about like the prospect of like making two insane liabilities in the middle of the board on move 15.
Oh god, this was all so mean. P3 left is so mean. I remember seeing this and I'm like, oh my god.
P3 left is like a double exclam kind of move, I think. I think it was also Topaz approved later, which is crazy.
No, I would be amazed if like modern Topaz doesn't just look at this and say it's main line. Like this looks so annoying.
Yeah. It is so annoying. Yeah.
Because that's even the worst part, right? Is like it buys you a space. I would, if it was me here, I would play like b3 myself. Probably.
This is like probably the main line.
Because you can't afford a wall here. And like my wall can still come up, so it's fine. Or what I mean is I can't afford you to play a wall here. Like I can't let you play a wall on b3. I'll just lose. And now I can play like a2, a4. Suppose you like wall this. Then I even have like wall up first, and if you wall up, I can do something like psychotic, like playing up to here.
No, what is it with your obsession with like making a free stack of?
What do you mean? It's my greed. Well, in this position, it also like again makes sense because like, I mean, just look at
Yeah,
it.
time to just play b5 right now, right? Yeah.
b5 right. Can I do it this way instead then? Probably.
No, by the way, the b5 right is like a full meme because it
doesn't even
it like
anything.
costs the same as doing something else, but
it's the same as a wall, but not a wall.
No, it's like the same. It's the same as placing a flat somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Except you take away white's liability. So it's just like
this is actually a great way of putting this. This is a perfect example of this. We tell new players all the time, it's not that capturing is bad. It's just that almost always placing flats is better. So like in this example, it's like, woo, I could get out of the way. Like you'll see people do this sometimes where it's like, oh, I want to like move my flats away so they don't get captured, or my wall away so it can be like useful. But this costs the same. Like this ends the same as just placing c5.
Yeah.
And
Except,
now I have a captive on b5. And
yeah,
now I have one less reserve. So, like,
I'm sure you could contrive a position where doing this is actually the correct move because,
yes. But
like,
that's like,
for example, the flat under the new stack, which has the liability, now has like the range to make attack threat or something stupid like that. But
yeah, but, like, that's the type of stuff you would see in, like,
a
end
puzzle
game garbage, like,
or a
created
puzzle,
position.
yeah.
Like, if you see this happening, I would be amazed if you're not like a great example. It's just Boris did something like that to you where they like self-captured in order to make their stack like a liability, not as much of a liability. Even though I don't think it was like good, but it like worked.
Yeah, that's also like a different class of tactics.
It's
Yeah,
all a
it's
mess. I wasn't gonna go deep into those Boris games because like first thing first, if you really want to get into those games, they are something you could probably get into on their own and study for a few hours. There is a there's a stream and a video of the stream still up on Abyssal Tack channel, and you can go and back and watch it with commentary from me and Abyss, which isn't amazing. It's not perfect commentary because like we missed a few things, but most of the ideas we had decently under wraps eventually, and it's definitely a good watch. Otherwise, like most of the other type of stuff I would want to get into is like more nitty gritty, which is like little bits and things, which is kind of what I think I've gotten. I think I've done a decent job of mostly focusing on those here.
yeah.
I don't know. I tried my best. Let me be. Cough, cough. No one is actually like saying anything. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna depop my stream, I think, for now. Not the main stream, just like this one. And I'm
Yeah.
probably just going to well quick, I'm gonna get water. Because I could use water. Water break. For anyone who wants water. I'll be ready. Gosh, I'm just thinking right now. Oh, did Alion leave too? I don't know.
No.
I'm just thinking right now, like, this is gonna be so weird to go back through and edit. Like, it's gonna be completely fine. But I feel like watching through some of, like, I feel like we're gonna be, like, reliving history and trying to, like, turn it into something other people can watch. I guess that's what editing is. Huh. Well, I'll learn something. It'll be fun.
Truly discovering lots of things today.
I'm learning things I didn't even sign up for. The other thing I wanted to do now, it's been, I don't know, since we scheduled roughly like an hour and a half. I wanted to play some games. I don't know how many we can get in or how many you would want to do. We can just like play like a set, or we can play like a few quicker games, like review them to see like what ideas we kind of talked about, if any of them apply. Otherwise, we can just like play a set. Up to you. Depends on how willing you are to like, you know, play tack.
I'm down for tech. I can play whatever you want.
Sick.
I will participate.
You signed up for it. You can't back out now. That is not
Oh,
true.
yeah?
But oh god. That is not true, but it's funnier to say it is. That would be
Wow,
really
very
messed up.
bot rated 2.5k, huh?
Didn't you know you signed a contract? Okay. What kind of TC do you want to play first?
I don't know.
We could go back to doing 1+5 from yesterday. That was hilarious. But
We
then it's also
could.
like the kind of thing where it's hard to like analyze, you know?
Yeah. There's not a lot of talking room, and then like going back over that game is not necessarily all that instructive. I mean, it can be instructive, but maybe less likely for it to be instructive. Because like a lot of the moves will have been made, but in serious time pressure.
The other option is something more like 1+10, 1+15, or like 3+5. But I honestly think 1+10 is more interesting than like 3+5. What? Sorry, I'm
Hmm?
just very confused because OBS said, Okay, OBS said it disconnected. Did people get a buffer in the stream? Or is life fine? I just want to make sure that life is okay on stream. Just do unlimited time so you can actually talk about the game. Does that exist? Oh, actually, that's true. Boar's kind of spitting, actually. We can just, like, play
Unlimited
participant.
time? Oh, that's dangerous.
That's... Okay, I agree. That's what I'm scared of. Because you are the type of person where it's like, great, we're gonna have a wonderful time playing a game, and I want to, like, finish out with, like, a set for, like, funds. And then suddenly it's gonna be like, whoop, it's been, like, an hour and a half. This is unfortunate. We could also just do it for a while for like opening stuff until it like we've hit a point where it's like mid game and we feel weird about it and we don't want to play it anymore and then just do like bulletish or something.
Maybe. I don't know. It's up to you. I have no good suggestions.
I did say I would do all the controller. Alion has said multiple times that he will just be along for the ride and I get to make the calls.
I
Which
have
like
said that indeed.
makes sense. I mean, I am just dragging a bunch of people along and they're just going along with it. Is there anything like I want to set up with this? Is there anything interesting I'd want to study? What kind of games have we gone over, actually? That's a first thing to do. What kind of sturf? A lot of it's like opening-ish sturf, right? That's why I almost want to do like... Actually, then, yeah. If we're doing opening-ish sturf, I feel like 3 plus like 7 is probably good. Yeah, 3 plus 7. We'll play it. See how bad it is. And then if it's bad, we'll try something else. Ooh, that was loud. Okay. Basically, the idea was like a lot of the stuff we went over was also opening-ish stuff, but not like super deep opening stuff, if that makes sense. So I feel like this gives us enough time to make like an opening that's coherent and then play it out, but not like enough time to like care more than that. Hopefully. Do wonder what the idea out of this is. This has to be like theory.
Yeah, this is Fury. Although C6.
Isn't, I know.
Yeah, it's like a strange move order. I don't remember if it's actually exploitable though. Oh.
I imagine it is.
Yeah.
I'm already nervous. See, these are the types of moves where like against most people I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I remember it's you and I'm like, oh well. I start
Yeah,
seeing moves that make more sense.
I don't remember what the exploit is, and if there is one.
I mean, I'm looking at Capstone D4.
I'm also looking at custom D4, but that's not really an exploit. It's just like it basically probably transposes.
It's a good default move.
But I think I just play it anyway.
The only question is, like, now am I allowed to do, like... I'm considering if I'm allowed to do d6 here.
Interesting.
I mean, surely not, but it sounds so funny. Let's see what happens. The whole point was to, like, talk about what happens in games, right? So if I don't make it a little bit interesting,
Yeah.
we won't have anything to study. Right? Wink wink, totally. Yeah.
These sorts of maneuvers are often fine. Now, I guess the most critical line is this. Like,
And then the question is, do I play b6 here, or do I play ce4, or just e4?
I think maybe if you play, yeah, I don't know. If you play capstone e4, I probably managed to isolate it.
That's kind of what I'm scared of. I think b6 is a bit annoying.
So like here.
Does this not work the way I need it to? Oh, it doesn't. Uh, that's annoying. I thought this worked less badly than it does, but whatever. We'll make do.
I'm a little scared of the shenanigans up top, but
Yeah, I'm looking at like f6, f5 kind of ideas, but I don't think they work. Even like
still seems
cf5 is...
fine.
Well, if you're gonna let me do this, I can just play like e4, no?
Maybe.
Herm. Yeah, I'm glad I have at least a little time to think. 3 plus 5 was definitely a decent call. Hmm. We're gonna gamble.
Yeah, so this is obviously an interesting line. I guess we'll see where that goes.
And then, the decision is like, which way do I do this? Do I have that decision too? No, that just looks bad. That looks like the same thing but worse in every way. Yeah. I think it has to be this.
Oh, this one. I thought you would. Okay.
No,
So
d6 white is
here I think I
unfortunately worse, I
just.
think. And now is the question... I think I do it this way?
Scary.
I
Yeah,
can't let
for
you have stuff
sure.
for free.
Yeah, I realize now. I wonder if actually...
I'm a little scared of like this d5 rate move, but I don't know if it's good enough.
Probably fine.
The other option is obviously e6 left, but I think it's just the same thing but worse.
Kind of felt like it. I did consider it.
And now
But
I'm...
like d5 right seems more natural.
This is the question, is like, can I afford a capstone here? I mean, I think I have to though, right? Like, if I don't
I think
capstone
you
here, I
have.
just like lose, no? No, it has to be this way. Annoying.
Yeah. So like you have threats, of course. I guess it's just this and then... And then what?
No idea. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Actually, I'm probably just losing here.
I
Which
think
is
the line is
annoying.
this?
Yeah.
Oh no, because now you have two f6 left and it's tack. Oh, that's just bad. I think.
Truth.
Because just like this is like free, no? What?
Yeah, it is. I may have made a slight miscalculation. Yeah.
Oh, I have to not int. Hold on, let me click correctly. There we go.
Yeah. Actually, can I not just wall up? I can just wall up. Am I crazy?
What? When? Oh, after that? Yeah, but then I just smash anyway.
Yeah, you do smash, yeah.
And then it's just GG.
The same.
That's
Yeah, so
weird.
these are very dangerous, obviously. Where did this go wrong? Well, when I didn't play 2f6 left, yeah. That's a pretty important
When you
mistake.
what?
When I didn't play 2f6 left.
That was a big mistake. I wasn't sure if e6 was right actually, or if I should actually just play like 3f4 up
No,
or
if you I mean
3f5 up or whatever.
if you play 3f5 up, then
And
I
then I get
just
like
wall
walled again.
on
Or
yeah,
wall
wall
up.
on e6.
Wall up even might be better. No, wall up just
No, more
loses.
walls. More walls is better,
Well, does
I
wall up lose?
think. Wall up probably loses.
Well, not to smash because like it's pinned, but it's weird to see. But like more wall. Okay, so like wall again here. Actually, let me stream this again. I should just have my stream up at all times. What am I doing? Hold on.
Yeah, not enough time to figure this out.
Noted. More time next time.
I'm washed. You are streaming nothing, I think.
What?
Oh, it's loading.
Uh,
Maybe? Okay, it works now.
but yeah,
Great.
like wall here, and then I just figured I just like throw to Narnia and be like happy with it. Like just be happy with this. I don't know. I was considering this. But
You
yeah,
probably don't want to allow
e6, 2, f6
me.
left is like scary, but I don't know if it's that scary. The other option was just like here, just smashing this. But that just looks bad because like, okay, rinse, repeat, I guess.
Yeah, I just wall again.
Even
Same
cap up if
position.
you're really feisty. But yeah, if you really want to repeat the line, it's just like, okay, great. And it's just like, well, now I've just done the same thing but worse, so.
Yeah.
I guess I could. Oh, can I? Can I gale at you like this and force you to play cap up? And then make it so
That's
like one of
not.
your last wall, like when you have two flats left, I like shuffle up and then throw down to F1 and then I'm a flat up. That can't be real. No, because you have an E5 stack and it can throw to E1 and you're ahead. Yeah, it's fine. Okay,
uh,
but yeah, I was a little scared of this. Like I wonder if this is like a fine position to have as white here. Like surely it's at least kind of fine. E6 just feels incredibly natural for me. For the same reason I
mhm.
brought this up a bit earlier, but like allowing you to get a wall here just feels bad, right? I thought instead of
Yeah.
e6 right, you were going to play I thought you were going to play 2f3 up and force like f5 and then just wall
But
again. And then I was going to try and bait you into this line and just like kill you with fire.
yeah,
This
this
torture
is.
chamber.
Yeah, this is very hard to calculate.
It's
Um,
winning eventually, I think, with ping pong. Unless you wall up now. Yeah, there's wall up now. And then I can't play d5. But then you would have to play d5 and then I can't smash because it's pinned with tack. That's annoying. Come on. So I have to play d5 and then cap up, even though it doesn't work. Yeah, whatever. Goofy. Whatever. I thought you were gonna. I immediately was looking at this up because I didn't want to deal with smash garbage. But you're just like, great, I'll deal with the smash garbage. And I'm like, fantastic. Smash
yeah,
garbage is like my jam. I do wonder,
that
after
was
2
the
f6 left here, like, what do I even do? Like, just this anyway? And then pray? Because the thing is now you just, like, run, right?
yeah.
Now, like, now what am I doing? So that looks bad. The other option is, like, e4, but that also looks bad. Wall e4, maybe? No, because it doesn't actually work, because no matter what you do, the
Wally
move
for
if I
Wally
do this
for
again,
there's
this is still tack. So I can't actually do anything about it unless I wall up. And then you
by the
can wall
way,
here and cap, I think.
is there like in this position, yeah? No, wow, two, yeah, one more. Is there like d4 up here?
Oh, it's not Tenue, but lower. Oh, is it? No.
It's I think it's not,
No, it's
but
not because, like, you would have to play out this line where it's like wall up, this over, this down. And now I get it in time.
well, no, this is anyway because I played d4
Oh, yeah, so I
and
can't
you
do it this
lost,
way.
I think.
Hold on. Then it would have to
Um,
be capstone left, this over, capstone up, capstone left.
yeah, now I'm almost anyway.
What a nightmare position. I mean, this is why I play lines like this with like mantle crawls and garbage though, right? Is because I personally find that like getting into this sort of tactic nonsense near the side of the board is like where I can catch people the most. Like, I
Yeah, I
feel the
think.
most happy in this position.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I had a flat lead on Alion? Guys? Going to 5+2?
What is this?
Screenshot it? Clip it?
Oh, and clips and shit.
I think it had to be
So,
e6 left, not e6 right.
yeah.
You're saying after this e6 left? Oh, that makes sense.
Which is tag, yeah, which is tag, of course. I just like fully missed it. Just
I know,
like
well,
how
I
I
fully
missed
missed this
my,
too.
just like how I fully missed the vertical, like later on with like the two f6 left instead of two f6 left 1-1.
Alion just
Just
washed,
not,
confirmed?
yeah, I'm just, like just genuinely washed. I don't know.
Okay. That ended up
Not
being
the not the greatest showing,
a
no.
good review somehow. I got the one game, that's all that matters. Did you want to do
Time
like
to
another
stop.
one? Or did you want to do like longer TC? Well, longer TC might be a
Uh,
problem, kinda.
yeah, we can play this again.
I think one or two more short TC, and then we can do like an actual like set-ish, where I get
You
completely
can
bodied.
do white maybe.
Oh, am I playing as black? Oh. Wait, I'm playing as white again?
So, sorry, I'm tweaking. Yeah, you as black, yes.
There we go.
Let's play a center game.
Oh god, what do I want to do about this? A part of me wants to tweak and play d5. But I also like have a soul. You know what? Let's just play lines or something. I want to see what playing lines against you feels like.
The classic. Fine.
Typical.
What was even the prep for this? I just
Oh god, he's prepped. I mean, I'm not surprised. This is like the most typical position ever. I still don't know. Okay, this is something I'm gonna ask. Where's my? Is there a difference for like or nuance for where my capstone is supposed to go here?
yeah.
Because d5 kind of makes
Um,
sense to me. Because if once it shifts over to b4, it has enough pieces to reach b1. c5 makes sense to me because it's like closer to this like whitish like vertical potential thing. E5 kind of makes sense to me because it's also like dealing with this f4, f3, whatever. I just never know
yeah.
which one makes more sense.
I think there's like an objectively correct one, but like I swear I have no idea which one it is at this point. But depending on which one you choose, like the optimal line for white changes.
Yep.
Like where white is supposed to play changes.
I'm
And
almost debating playing f4 here. Just to see what
F
happens. But
F
I don't think it
or
works because you just play e5, right? I guess if you playing e5 is bad, me playing e5 is better? Big brain?
big brain. But like maybe not capstone there? I don't know.
That's fine.
Um
Not really, but you know, I can pretend, right?
I think in this scenario I'm supposed to pivot to the vertical here.
Yeah.
Just not give the capstone the light of day. And just keep extending probably. C1, B1, B1, C1, same old, same old.
Oh, actually, a2 is better there. What am I doing?
I guess so.
I don't know why I played d1, but oh well. It's locked. It's not like there's an undo button or anything. It's fine.
So true. No, they broke down the button in the last Playtech update, probably,
It's
which was
honestly
probably
almost
7 months
annoying too.
ago.
Because, like, now when I play F3, it's going to be like, before I had A1 right, now I don't. So it's going to be, like, annoying, but it's whatever.
I'm probably supposed to just drop this here first. Because otherwise I make my vertical thread weaker.
Can I just, like, troll?
Sure.
I'm debating C2 left here.
That's
But
crazy.
it, like, doesn't work. It made me so happy that you said that was such a straight thing. No hesitation. You are a psychopath. It's okay. But the thing is, like, if I don't, D2 left is just like game losing for me, right?
Possibly, yeah. But like C2 left is also game losing for you, so
I'm not
I'm not
convinced
convinced
it
that
gets
that's
any better.
improved. I'm not convinced that that's an improvement of the situation. Because like I just backfill in C2 and like your position hasn't fundamentally changed.
We're just gonna do it this way. And then
Yeah.
pray. And then get question marked for why I'm playing it like this. Yep. That's why it had to be a wall. My bad.
I wonder. I guess this is just better.
I mean, I am completely cooked.
Yeah. Does appear to be that way.
I mean, I
I think
guess
the
I'll...
capstone. I think the capstone on E5 is probably just wrong.
I think if I do it this way, I had to, like, wall somewhere on, like, move, like, I don't know, like 7 or something weird. Like, I feel like I have to get a wall in the mix earlier. This is why I don't play
But
lines anymore, is because I feel like I always get, like, weirded out in these positions and I just don't know what to do. And then I always get confused because, like, I know Boris has told me before that, like, CE5 is, like, kind of not well, maybe it's less incoherent if, like, white has F4 or something. Maybe that makes more sense.
yeah.
Alright, we're just gonna, like, lose real quick.
Ooh. Do I? Well, no. There's like no upside to doing something silly here. So.
I didn't even realize that was tack. That's
Yeah.
annoying.
It's tough.
You know what? Just get me out.
Mm,
Just let it end.
going down here is actually kind of annoying because you can wall me. So.
I'm looking at playing E5 down.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But like,
Oh,
this
but I guess
makes
you have like
sense to me.
E5 up. Can I just like laugh here? Whatever. I have to at this point. I know I'm cooked, but we're doing it.
Like, I guess it's this.
I know it's over, but I have to commit to the bit.
What even is this position? Do I just do this now, or?
Oh, you psychopath.
And then you like self-capture on C4, or what's the deal?
Probably just this.
Right, but then I do this, so I win.
Oh, I missed that. That's a yeah.
Yeah, it's anyway. It's anyway.
Yeah. Chill. All right, so I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I want to review that, but I don't think I have to.
We like half reviewed it mid game, kind of.
I mean, it's not a question of like where did it go wrong. It's just like I let you do what you wanted to do, slipped, and then lost. Like, oops. But yeah, there's
Um,
nothing to say. That was rough.
yeah, there's also, I mean, like the capstone on e5 eventually ended up doing a whole lot of nothing, which
Yeah.
is, I think, the biggest problem with the capstone on e5. It's just like too far away.
I think
Um,
it might be better if like you had f4 instead of b4, right? And I was probably mixing up knights or
yeah,
something.
it's easy to do that, yeah.
But I never know where it goes. Normally I play it in the center, but I just kind of, you know, I don't know where it's supposed to go anywhere. Why am I actually, can I undo this? I don't want to do
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
I'm not going to do another knight's game as white. Are you kidding me? What do I want to do though? Like this or something? Sure.
Time to play the Vogue.
God. I'm like scared for some reason. Okay,
As
this
you
opening
should
is
be.
actually like mildly annoying for me and like turny because like I my
Connect
god.
4.
But just like this has to be like Giga Troll, right?
It is, it is. Um, but this way, no, maybe playable. It's like, okay, you go here, I go here. Interesting. Um,
What is the plan?
what is the plan?
It's C4 left probably soon, but
I'm not convinced.
same.
Hmm. It's just that. That's not great.
I will
Is
still
this
lose this position,
playable?
guys, so it's okay. We will still learn something from this because I will still find a way to lose this position.
I guess this is playable. And then, like, yeah.
Oh, that gets weird, yeah. Can I like do it this way and ignore you? That's a more interesting question. I'm considering d4 left, but it also just looks really bad. Like I just won't see one here.
I guess. Am I supposed to play like c4 left here?
I thought you might. I was unironically ready for you to play that, so yes.
It's just kind of wrong though.
It's one of these things where it's like, maybe it's what you have to do given the position, but do you really want to be doing it?
Like, no, I cannot. I must do this. That's not a misclick, I guess. Okay, fair.
Does
That's
Avery, like,
clever.
look worse somehow?
Well, one is an attack threat, the other is not attack threat, but I realize what the issue is for me now, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, I was gonna say, it's like, this is a Tinue threat, so like, it's the same thing, but just like weirder. I guess I also had like B2. B2 was kind of scary, wasn't it?
Sort of the same.
I mean, yeah. I'm gonna be so honest, I somehow forgot B3 was tack. Or like B2 also. Oh, you're just willing to do this. Wow. Fair enough. Yeah, and then just...
Just jam it up.
Do I force this first? No, that's bad, because then you have B3 down. Yeah, so just like, womp womp time. Smile. Wave. Or maybe I need to
Now, an
C4 first.
interesting question is, should I get c5 first?
That's what I'm concerned about, but I don't know if it's actually that important. Because if you play c5, I have c6, which is very funny.
Oh, no. Wait. I'm gonna lose on time again. No.
Should I have played with more time?
No.
I was gonna say, we will be here all night.
It is my fault for playing slow.
This is the question, is like, now what do I even want here? Because I wanted to do capstone down, but is it even good anymore? I mean, just like... this... whatever.
Wow.
Probably fine. Maybe bad, I'm not sure anymore.
Very surprised to see all of this.
This is why we review later! There we go! Oh wait, I just had F3 up. What am I doing? Why
Oh,
did
you
I not
have...
play F3 up?
Oh my...
I mean, the whole point of playing C6 was for C6 down, right? So like, why am I not playing F3 up?
Wait, what am I doing in this position?
That's right, I'm actually winning. Oh, 8 seconds. Do you want to think on my clock?
Ah!
Yeah, think on my clock.
Sure.
Alright, let me know when you feel comfy, and then I'll undo.
It says, okay, yeah, sure. I can do a better move now.
Yeah, okay, that's something I kind of expected. This anyway? Maybe I need D1. I think I'm okay.
And now I do this. I think. Or maybe just e4 was better. Maybe e4 was better. I don't know.
I'm a little surprised by the wall here. I am mildly concerned, though. I'm thinking about it. Are you trying to bait me into it? Free. No, I would never. What do I actually like do here? Is there just like wall somewhere? smash this, or is that just like awful in every way? Like it looks awful in every way.
It might be awful in every way.
Do I just accept a wall here then? Sure.
Yeah, what now?
Still 5 seconds.
This is so clogged up.
I mean, I'm losing, I think.
Maybe this.
Oh, you psychopath. Well, that's probably accurate too. Heck. Weird. I cannot help but feel that that is wrong somehow.
Cute attack crit. I will take, maybe?
And now the question is like, am I fine with this? Because I feel like I have like something here. I feel like I have something here, but I guess I just don't. Well, that's annoying. I guess I have like this. Sure.
Surely this is fine, right? Hopefully.
You would. It makes perfect sense though too. There's nothing I can even do about it, right? Yeah, it's just stuck in purgatory forever. It doesn't even work. I have to click it. Oh well. We're playing it now! I can't play that. You can play this. Oh. Were you gonna let me undo or something?
Yeah, there's a threat.
Oh, yeah.
Very unfortunately for you.
Sure, screw it. I'm bored.
Point one. That's a cute move, by the way.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I
guess...
forgot it. I forgot it already connected. High key. I was just gonna deal with it later.
Okay, now I can do this. That's awesome.
I know, right?
I think I just take this. Alright.
I mean, what else
sure.
am I gonna do, right?
I'll just remove this. Play some of this, maybe.
Probably not a bad idea. I'm gonna do it for now. Because I don't know what else to do. Oh, you rat.
Right, fair. But I have this.
Oh, I should have just done this earlier. I just did it, but in the wrong order. Wow.
Wonder.
Can I go back and do it not in the wrong order? Hikey. It's fine.
I wonder what the best move here is. It's not this, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, it's
But
still
I'll
like
play it
completely
anyway.
winning though, no?
Yeah. Well, I can even do this, which is amusing. And then like do this,
I will chase.
because I can hang this because I have this. Now I just like count 4, 8, 12 to 4, 8, 9. And like I just wall. And I wall again. And I wall again. Yeah. So not very eventful game because, I mean, the end game at least.
I thought that was an eventful game. I mean, I just
Yeah,
lost.
the game was
Okay.
certainly eventful.
This is kind of what I was hoping for to like look into a bit though.
Yes, this was interesting.
It's this type of idea where it's like, okay. I can tell obviously that things went wrong, but I'm obviously I made the move, so like I don't know where things went wrong. Like there was nothing that stuck out to me as like, wow, this is a problem, other than obviously capstone down. Like, is that just atrocious then?
Yeah, probably.
Capstone B2 is a good find. Maybe I just had to play B2 here as well, to be honest. B2 might have been better than A3, but
I don't actually think it changes anything, because like I will just wall and
because it's going to
then
be wall
like
B3
what?
anyway, and then it's going to be this anyway.
Yeah.
Well, the difference is then I'm probably going to play A2 instead of B2, and then when I play
Oh,
capstone
and you
down, I
have
can like have a vertical that's not fake.
you have yeah, and also you have more of a horizontal.
Yeah. So it's like slightly different, but not really.
This area was very scary to play through because like you're close to threats and you're close to having workable smashes
I think this
in
is
many
where it
places.
started getting like bad for me, is when I was like, this like capstone down was I'm amazed I didn't just see this. Like it looks so fine.
Yeah, but I mean, in this position,
Like in my head,
it's
I just think
typical
of like
for.
D3 is just like the critical square, and I can probably get D2. But then like, I mean, obviously I have to do this, and then you just take D2, which is kind of what I expected, but I was also thinking maybe I needed like D1 first or something, but I think this makes sense. I don't think this wall, I underestimated this wall until it came onto E3, and I'm like, oh, wait.
I still don't really fully stand behind this wall though, because like the flat there also functions in the sense that it's threatening like f4 minus. Um,
This one?
in if I flat instead of wall on e4.
Oh yeah, this? Yeah. I was also looking at like this.
No, no. If I flat instead of wall on e4,
The next move I played was wall on E4.
the if I flat before instead of the wall,
Oh, you were
If
talking
I
about this earlier, yeah. If you play flat
yeah
e4 here, because f4 minus exists, this is what I expected to happen, and I was terrified. And then it didn't
yeah
happen,
this
and I'm like,
is
oh, we're fine. Because this
this
is
is
I've talked
definitely
about this a lot. This is like a splitadel hook shape, like
yeah
typical.
yeah 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 yeah. You love calling this the split it all.
Well, okay, that's not my fault. That's Boris's fault. Boris is the one who started calling it that. Okay? See,
True.
okay, this is also the type of position where it's like, if we rewind back a step, for the sake of argument, suppose I. Actually, I'm just gonna edit the PTN because it's faster. Suppose I. um. What was this gonna be? A2 and then A3. I suppose like it just plays out like this. How does it not work? Oh, it does. Let's go. Okay, beautiful. Because we never touch those
Wow.
squares again, so it's fine. But like, suppose I did it this way, and now we play into this. Suddenly, like, D1 is tackier.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
probably fine,
true.
because you're just, like, wall down. But, like, it at least
Yeah.
buys me a tempo to, like, maybe do something. Or maybe I just had to play E4 here myself,
Yeah.
like, high key.
Yeah. Yeah, E4 there seems actually kind of nice.
I think I just didn't see it.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to see everything with like a 3+7. That's not really funky time controls.
It's fine. I'm happy with this
Um,
game. Was there anything else that, like, popped out to you? I mean, putting the PTN back to normal. Hold.
I'm trying to remember. There's.
Boris, what did you say? I'm looking at chat and it says almost Boris message retracted. What? Do I want to know? Oh god, it started with this too. Oh god.
Yeah. No, I played a fully meme opening. That's not.
And you still won like clean too. I think, yeah, D4 minus was like a thing. I underestimated this wall. Was definitely something. I just like didn't acknowledge that like this was a scary threat for some reason in my head, even though I knew it was. And then
It's not even. It didn't even do like that much until very much later. Like, okay, it stopped your threat.
well,
That's
no, I mean it
obviously
forced me to
the.
play a wall on E4,
Um,
which is like actually annoying. Cause like I also have less stuff here now.
I think, yeah, I guess that's the other point. I don't know if the wall was necessary
I'm gonna be so
on
honest.
E4
I just
from you.
didn't want to deal with all this. I don't know what I was supposed to do. Cause the main reason I played a wall here is because like if I don't play a wall here, or if I don't play a wall here, what am I doing?
You probably are supposed to just flat there, to be completely honest with you,
This like at D5 right?
and go into this sort of position. This is like better for you because like this is like unclean for both of us. But now if you now place a wall, then you have a target, right?
That makes sense. Okay. And then like if you go the other
So
way, it's into my capstone, so you're like just
yeah,
screwed.
no, yeah, this is like not playable.
So you
So
just like have to accept this. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. I normally see things like this, so I'm kind of surprised I didn't. I just assumed you would play like this in this position and somehow I would be like dead.
yeah, but here you just have a 4 and it's sorry a 5 and it's like fine,
Like I can probably even play like
kind
f5
of.
here if I'm feisty, but I think it is f6,
Yeah,
f5,
um,
cap rate, and it's like whatever.
well, I'm not sure this is whatever because then I get like D3 and D3 is
Annoying.
probably bad for business.
Yeah. The other option
Um,
is just like I take f5.
yeah, that's what I was saying, that you take f5 because then I have no clean way to break through and you have all the time in the world to.
I mean, can I not just like, can you not just do this like a psycho?
But then I think you just have like d5 right and like smash or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Sure. Makes sense. I need to get better at defending like this. I'm normally better at, like, I am worse at defending than, like, top level players. I just know this, like, definitively. But it's good to, like, get an insight into, like, what the brain logic is here. Like, it's more important to fill the board with pieces before I defend. Like, okay, the way I normally I see walls lately is, like, a wall control space, so you want a wall early so that it can control the space rather than, like, you can just build around it because there's already so many pieces in the way. But in a situation like this where it's like long and squiggly and I already kind of have pieces touching it, it's more important to like get the pieces into it to make it so when I use walls, they're like actually are pieces to work with rather than just kind of being dead.
Yeah. It's like your pieces become like landmines basically, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
a fun way of thinking
obviously
about it.
like it just popped into my head. By the way, this hasn't. This is like a brand new thought.
Amazing.
I don't know. I don't know how much sense it even makes, but it felt right to say it. Probably not the best analogy, but
Is there
it's
anything
fine.
else here? So this wall
And
is
then
just like good like defending. But
yeah,
okay, let me rephrase. It's good at doing the defense, but it makes it so the position is dead, which is just worse for me.
by the way, we did get into like a. I mean, I got into a time scramble and then like played something
Yeah, at this
stupid
point
at
in the
some
game, it
point,
was
right?
basically like I felt like I had to make a capture up here, or I was getting like fried. Cause like if I play like D3 here, it's just like okay.
Yeah, I looked at yeah, I looked at this and this is like just disgusting to play for you.
Like what do I play
Um,
like E4 down?
yeah, but what does that even do? That doesn't
Like looking
unpin
for
your
two
capstone.
E3 down?
Yeah, but that
Woo!
doesn't like I can just backfill for starters,
Well, no, I mean
and
to
like
like
if you go down again, I backfill
advance.
again.
And then go like, oh! And the best part is, oh, now it's pinned. No, it's not pinned. And like, now I can smash. Ooh! And then you're just like, I don't know, you can even like ignore this probably. There's probably a way you can just like not get
um,
smashed still.
I can so like first of all, I have my vertical that I can use.
You can probably play
Maybe
like knight
now.
e4 up,
That's also
which
interesting.
is so
That's
stupid looking, but it works.
and now wait, now that your wall has made it to E2, it has to go back up.
just, just chicken fighting.
No.
E2, like F3 basically forced at this point.
No.
Maybe like D3 here instead. I don't even know anymore. D3 is also
Because
probably
like
broken here.
E2 you get to
I can
smash.
smash!
Yeah, you can smash.
But at this point, like, is it
And
even good?
uh probably. I would be highly surprised if it was bad.
Like,
So
worst
you're
case, you can even just, like, opt out. Like, it just works. That's the worst part. Oh god, this reminds me of a
well,
game I was looking at. I was looking through all the tournament games earlier today. And there's one I had to look at because there was a point in the game that Riddle found, but late, that was just psychotic to me, what Topaz was recommending.
hang on, wait, can you like hide the things? I probably didn't see the game. I've closed my eyes.
Yeah, we're all good.
I want to try to guess the move. I can look now?
No, 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 not yet.
Okay.
I have hidden some stuff, but I do want to wait a bit.
I'm just curious if I could find like given the hint that it's a psychotic topaz line.
It's not like super psychotic, but it's definitely like, wow, really? Okay, looking at this position, Black
Should I
plays
look now?
f4. Which,
Wait,
I
should
mean,
I be
is
looking
like
now?
in the middle of nowhere. Because, like, sure. What do you think White's punish is? According to Topaz. Now, technically the position is, like, fine regardless, I think, because f4 just does nothing. But what do you think White's punish is?
I don't know, like my first instinct is to play c6, but that's not psychotic.
Yeah, it's like, this is the move that, you know, a normal human being would expect. Thor also, like, expected this, which is, I mean, yeah.
What's a psychotic move here? Wait, can I throw to c1? Is this like a real line?
And then Topaz recommends 4d3 right. 4e1 right. What is it? In this line? Yeah, the recommendation is this line. So you lose a bunch of advantage because you can. And the best part is, like, it actually is considering it as, like, bad, right? Like, after c6, it's, like, considering it as losing significant advantage. Which is hilarious to me. I mean, it makes sense in hindsight. The worst part to me is now in this position, d3 minus happens, and now he does it. Which is psychotic to me. I'm amazed he looked for this. It's still fine, which is even funnier.
Okay, I mean, you have like this insane liability on e1, right? And it is basically within the cap range.
The funnier
you
one
have to
is like,
you have to think about it at least at some point, right?
Like, hold on, I need to set it up so stream can look at this real fast, a little bit. All you need to see is the color.
Like this kind of scenario is why this kind of scenario is why like everyone spends 80% of their move budget on every type or like time budget on every type game.
Yep.
Just looking at completely insane things just in case they work, right?
Because sometimes they just win the game. Like, I think it's amazing looking at Wasm here, and it's like, okay, you know, whatever. Play the game. It's whatever. Okay, eventually Black gets back in the game. And then you do this, and it's like, holy, how did you find this?
And it's like slowly,
like, whoa!
slowly gains awareness.
Yeah.
And then also settles on 4e1 right as the only way to as like one of the main ways to continue.
Yeah. It's just so funny to me.
In order to minimize the absolute damage to your position that this insanity has just inflicted.
It's so stupid looking. It's so stupid looking. Cause like the worst part is you can't even wall because it's still Tinue.
Yeah, it's just full Tinue on the horizontal. That's the problem.
Yeah. So either this happens, or like if you like suppose it's like, oop, I'm gonna pin that throw. Right now I can't throw like this because it's pinned with tack. It's still Tinue because now I have a vertical. It's just full.
This is like a troll puzzle. Oh, that's good. I enjoyed that.
So messed up. That's what's even crazier to me though is just like he actually found this just a move later.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm glad
that
I also spotted this like reasonably quickly.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen this in a million years. Well,
but
not in a million years, but like.
Yeah, no. What 1 million years? Like, yo.
I mean,
you're
you've
gonna
also seen me eye up moves like this in the past like hour. So.
Yes. Yes. You find this, yeah. You actually just straight up find this over the board. I think, like, I don't know.
I'm so happy I've gotten Alion to believe in my, like, psychoticness. Okay, we have two
And you
options.
just say something like, "Oh, this looks funny."
I can hear it coming out of my own mouth.
This
Wait, does
looks
this work?
quirked up.
Oh, that's so funny. And then I just like make the most insane looking move you've ever seen, and you're like,
If it was like a month ago, you would say that's so quirked up.
that's... Oh god.
Good stuff.
I think the best part is whenever I make a move like that, most people are like, this is just bad. And then they're like, okay, I can do this. And then they like hover on the move and they're like, wait. And then they realize and they're like I can see the jaw dropping over the board. Like, what do I do about this?
Yeah, the dawn of awareness. So I know. There was like, yeah, I don't know. There were a few games like that. Like even yesterday, like there was like one move like that from you, I think. You do have some power. This power is of course lost in tournament games because you cannot really like type in chat and say that's so quirked up. Although I mean nothing free will, right? No one is stopping
Like,
you from
okay,
doing this.
for a great example, in this game, when we were playing, I was considering whether I didn't say it because I didn't think it was real. But I was considering whether or not instead of moving my capstone up, I could throw it to D3? Was it like or to C4? Where was this? Like in the middle-ish of the game? Yada yada, smash threat. This. Place. Something. I was wondering if I could do this.
But then I just go one down probably. I mean,
Yeah, it's like fine-ish. Follow.
yeah, you still don't have anything. Follow and then I go one down again.
Happy days. That's the thing, is it's like, I figured it was just like bad. So I figured I'd just play at the same position, but like without all of this garbage.
Yeah, and at this point, I can just spread up with my capstone and be happy about all of life.
Which is, I think, exactly what you did in the game.
Yeah.
And then I did it out of order because I moved my wall first, which was just like bad and whatever. I think I had to be like this first. Or whatever. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah. I mean, I just completely lost. There's not really much to say.
Also, at some points earlier in the game, like around here actually, I was sort of wondering, no, a bit earlier than that, I suppose.
I was wondering if I guess I could have thrown to like A3 if I really had like.
Yeah, that's what I was like genuinely looking at that move for a bit, like around 26, I think.
Suppose I can like pretend to do it here.
Yeah, but at this point it doesn't.
Do you have to do like this?
Yeah, I think so. And I think
Well,
that's.
because I mean, if you do it this way, you're just getting like trashed on, right? Like this is just looks bad.
Wait, this is Tinue?
This?
Okay, that's cool.
What? What do you mean this is Tinue?
How do you stop it?
Just A2 minus is kind of what I expected would happen. This is why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's because I'm like,
well, yeah.
Well, now I'm just sad about life, and it's just the same position, but like awful in every conceivable way. But yeah, that's I also looked at this and I immediately disregarded it because I'm like, well, A2 minus is just like typical, and I have seen enough heinous positions in my lifetime to know that that's a heinous position that I don't win. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
But
one thing I'm advantaged in.
you do still have the ability to like kind of pressure me on the vertical though. Um, not in this particular position anymore because like here I still have like I have two ways to defend. That's the difference, right?
Yeah.
And like one of them doesn't work right now, but if you like reposition your capstone, then it will start working because you'll lose the smash range on it. But if you rewind back like 6 moves or something, then my wall is still not placed. Sorry, that would be 7, 8 moves, something like that.
Like here.
Like before, yes, something like maybe instead of b5. No, but instead of b5, that's also
Like
wrong.
do this or something. And then pretend.
Yeah, and then like I have to play this basically, and then you throw immediately. And now if I go down with a2 minus, then maybe you have some threats of like 2a3 right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of scary. Maybe you play. Oh, you play. Ah, that's clever. You play b5 in this position first, before 2a3, right? Um, like as white, I think.
Do I? This just looks bad because then just this.
Oh, like this. Is that enough? Can you wall on ace on b6 and be fine? No, you're cooked. Okay.
The best part is I have this.
Yeah, you're cooked. Although you, oh yeah, black loses. Well,
Bing bing.
yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting.
I don't even know if this is like bad for me or good for me, like at this point. I can
I
probably
have
do
I
like this. Can I like cook here or something? I want to try like this or something funny.
I have no idea. This doesn't look like a real position anymore.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter if you get this stack. It's 13 plus 2 to 7.
Yeah, just spread the stack left, just like well, whatever.
Like, I could even leave a white on c5, and I think it's fine. And just like do this and be done with it. And be like, okay.
And gift the capstone on a3 the full stack.
It doesn't matter. Oh, now even better yet. It's like, oh yeah. And then you have to throw
it
because it's
is.
tack, which is even worse.
Hang on, it was 6 to 17. Like what?
6 to. Oh my god. It's so over.
It's over. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. We have done a lot of rambling. It's been like 3 hours. The original plan was like playing a set, but it has hit the point where it is a little late, so if you don't feel like playing a set, that's also fine. We have also played some good
Yeah.
games, so like we can pretend we've played a set or something. Worst case.
I don't know. The set scenario is it's I don't know if I have it in me right now. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
I'm not quite locked in for like a long
I can feel you wisping into the
game.
darkness.
Wisping.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Or something.
interesting.
But yeah, I can feel you like your head like wobbling away into the sunset. I wonder actually.
Well, I wobbled away when I lost to that anyway. Like that. It's right in the.
That's why, like, I feel like worst case, I could maybe accidentally win a game against like a
Me?
Div 1 player in tourney. Actually,
Me?
have I? No, not yet. I mean, I have against Will, but that was like a troll game.
Will is like the resident troll at this point, I think.
Well, no. To be fair, though, like like you could see on the board, he was like strong shape. Like you could see him play it. Have you seen that game? I can
I don't know.
show you this game quick. Hold on. I have to for the because we're not gonna play a set, right? Because you're too like brain dead
No.
anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to do this just for the clip farming at this point. Like
I think you can open literally any will game from the last year, and it's like a clip farm.
No, but I mean like I don't mean like ooh a clip farm. I mean like your reaction to he literally just played strong shapes until he realized I had a real threat and then didn't defend well enough and then I won. And that was it.
I don't know. Maybe he's just old
Damn.
man shapes
Oops.
strong.
Zang. Where's my will?
No, I'm of course memeing in case that's not clear.
Is it like 5-7 or something, or 7-5 or whatever? I don't even remember. I knew his like tag by hand, like by hand.
Ah, you mean X? Wait, I can't say it. I can type it though. X5.
My brain is so. When your brain is fried, you can't play TAC, and when my brain is fried,
X,
but you can still think of will and hex.
yeah, it's X57696C6C.
Yeah. It's what is it? X is it 57969C6C? You said right?
No, 57696C6C. Because it's just will typed in ASCII hex, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be 2 hexes per, and then
Oh, that makes sense actually. My head parsed it into like X57696 and then C6C because it looks like 3 triplets.
no, it's not triplets, it's doublets.
And then he resigned. Okay, it's this game, definitely. This was in the 7s.
You can also memorize Will's hex name easily if you just memorize the entire ASCII table.
Yep. I am the type of person who yep, I would definitely do that. Okay, I just wanted to show this. This was oh yeah, I can just scroll through this game. Like you'll see what I mean. Opposites, more moves, more moves, more moves.
That's not the way. He's not making. Oh, now he's making a strong shape.
Trust.
This is vintage Will
Trust.
stuff, actually.
It
This
keeps
is
going.
wow. This is incredibly dead loss already.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you see what I mean when it's like this? Like it's so unbelievably troll.
But actually, if I mean, yeah, I mean it. I think it had potential. Is what is like the most surprising part of this.
At this point, it's actually like fine. And then he does like this for what is it? Where is it?
What?
Well, it actually makes sense because like I can't actually punish this, right?
Yes. Well, yeah.
I mean, I can't play CA2, that's for sure.
No, like you would play like A2 and then what, C B2 maybe?
Like after?
But
I think that might be what I did, yeah.
Oh yeah. It might just be a bit too slow.
Yeah, and then I started doing I saw what was it? Yeah, and then he did a strong shape again. For some reason he played F4 here. And I saw this and I was originally like, okay, I can go for like my horizontal undo stuff, and I'm like, okay, do I care more about like momentum and stronger threat here, or do I care about like this part of the board? And I'm like, I'm kind of losing this, and he already invested in this, and his momentum is actually slower than my vertical now, which is hard to spot.
Does this game end with like 3d3 left anyway or something?
How do you think it's gonna end?
I don't know, just like oh, there's a wall now, so that's annoying.
No, it's not.
The capstone goes left. Right.
This wall isn't real because this shape is too big. And you can't do
Discount
this
store
shuffle because
activates.
I can come down and it's horizontal, so it's GG.
Yeah.
Me and Boris actually were checking earlier. We're trying to check like if in this position it's actually non-tact anyway,
Mm,
but I don't think it is.
that that does not seem right.
It's like very,
Um,
very, very, very close though. Like you have to pressure in order to get out of this.
yeah. What if you just play something like, oh, I don't know, C3 plus?
C3 plus definitely does not work. I think I can just smash this on the spot. Because that's what's keeping this capstone in place.
You would be correct. Yeah, that's evil.
I think the other move was like SA6 or something, was like the move we eventually resolved into.
Yeah.
That's like barely enough because it's like this and then like you like set up and then it comes over and then you like set up and then it's like enough and then it's like ugly or something.
Well, now white just doesn't have anything, so
No, I think maybe there was a line here where instead of this you like smash first.
could be.
And then you have to do like this or something, or you have to do, because you can't do that. But if you wall, it's like bad somehow. Or maybe you have to do 2d6 left anyway. I don't know. There was some line that like maybe got out and we didn't want to go deeper into it and we didn't want to try. At the time I didn't like bother trying to port 7 to syntax to 7s to like solve whether or not this was mate. Because obviously Topaz wouldn't find it because it's non-tac, but if it is,
Well,
hey, it is what it is.
you can still use Topaz to find um to like kind of find it.
Like, it'll find that the position is completely winning, but, like, the position is already just kind of completely winning. Or
Because you
maybe it is
can
riding on this.
there's a defender mode for Topaz anyway. Um, which means that you can start it from like a position where you have like made your non-tact anyway threat.
Syntax doesn't support 7s was the problem. Yeah. I can make syntax support 7s. You just have to change a few numbers. I've already done it for 4s.
There's also Cataclysm on 7s, but
I don't, is it Cataclysm is good at, like, solving?
it's it's reasonable if the line is not deep and if you don't get unlucky with the bug.
The bug?
Yeah, it's a long story. Well, not really. My no move pruning is bugged.
Fair enough.
For some reason that I couldn't bother to investigate because I have abandoned that version of Kata.
I don't think there's C3 minus here for the same reason or something. I always forget. Anyway, I don't know what the line here is. But, like, I don't know if there's a way out, and I don't know if there's supposed to be a way out. But do you see what I mean by just, like, it was literally just, he, like, trolled with strong shapes for, like, the entirety of the opening. And then he's like, wait a second, I have to pay attention. And then paid attention, and then I won the game. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just lost the game against you because I trolled with momentum. Like,
Yeah.
it's possible. It happens.
Happens to the best of us. Or the worst of us. Or, I don't know. Also, the
Or
best of
just
us is kind of true, because you are, like, literally the champion. So.
my championship is
You're
it's
so
under
scared.
pressure.
Well, that's true. I will be. My goal is to stream the entirety of the TAC championship, and ideally to have like either like pieces for the 3D pieces, like board pieces or whatever they're called, or like skins for it, or I want to stream all the games. Ideally, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream all of them.
it's gonna be a lot of games.
That's fine.
So
I have a
and
lot
like
of my
you
phone.
pray I sort of doubt that you'll be available for all of them. But
I mean, that's the problem, right? Is like, but worst case, I can probably pull a sim in and like grab streams from somebody or like run back through the games. At least, I at least want to get coverage of all the games in the championship. At
I
minimum,
see,
I
yeah.
will, no matter what happens, I will wake up in the middle of the night. I will watch you versus every game of you versus Boris. That set is going to be fantastic. I don't care.
No, oh my god.
That I know you won't. Like, no matter what happens, it's probably going to be some of the best tack we have seen as a community in like I don't know,
I
a
I'm
year.
not looking forward to preparing like an insane
Oh, I
like
thought you were
opening book
saying.
against Boris.
I thought you were groaning because you're like, ugh, I don't want to live up to this pressure. I figured you didn't care that much. But like,
No, no, I don't care about the pressure much. I just know like this match is going to be so difficult in like both pre-match and during match. It's just it's tough. It's tough having competition, but it's what I wanted. I am on record saying this. So
I the one of the last things I suppose we'll say about this then is like, do you feel bad about not being able to have a perfect year last year? Question mark. I think I've
I do
asked
feel a
before,
bit
but
bad about it. I do, but I
what's your
mean,
bad?
okay, like I do feel bad about losing the game, but I don't feel bad about
Hold
losing to
on.
Boris.
I
Like
need to clip this. I'm gonna send you a screenshot of this. Let me screenshot. Please. You keep yapping for a sec.
I have unfortunately answered your question and have no more questions left to answer.
Did I just like zone out for a sec? I guess I did. Um, better question. What did I ask? I'm so zoned out right now.
You asked me if I'm like
Oh,
bummed.
losing. Yeah, that's right. The perfect year. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. And I said that yes, I am bummed out that I lost the perfect year, but also I do think it's pretty fair that I lost to Boris of all people. Like,
You came into it saying you were scared of him.
yeah,
I think that was after he
he's
like beat Tiltak and like had some good games that you were like nervous about and you were like, "Oh, I'm scared of this fella." And then he like lost to him and people were like, "Whoa."
yeah,
That's like
yeah. But I mean, he's good. I cannot tell you much more than that. I need to move out to know to the next generation. It is time. It is time that the reign of terror of the Dragon Slayer and whatever. No, I'm not the Dragon Slayer. I am the dragon. That's not right. Hang on. What is this infighting
the
scenario with
rise of the
nobody?
Dragon Slayer.
Yeah.
And then he'll
Rise
be the
of the
dragon,
Dragon.
then you'll slay him. The
Okay. The
dragon carnival?
screenshot. The screenshot from Boris is
Yeah.
certainly something.
Boris, what do you
um,
mean? What do you mean they shouldn't prep?
I
For
don't know.
context,
I feel like that's too troll for a tag championship. No.
because like
No.
people have already, as people have kind of said, I'm pretty sure it's based on ranking, like seeding and stuff. So if you two meet, it will be in the finals. So, well, I mean, assuming you're 1 and 2, but I think that's already locked. Like unironically, I don't think there's a
I,
way that you two can lose the 1 and 2 seeds right now.
Yeah, I don't know how the seeding is done, but I will say that I will be disappointed if it's not 1 and 2 with Boris.
I have said that if it's not you two in the finals, I will be like actually upset.
Yeah. The organizers have got to you know, set the algorithm right.
I
Or
mean,
is this like specified somewhere? Hang on.
that
I
set
feel
is going to be like so good.
I feel like this is specified somewhere already. And like the other thing is it's kind of annoying because it's single elimination, right? Because if the seeding
Yeah.
is wrong and it's double elimination, then actually it doesn't really matter because like okay, we might meet each other before finals.
2022.
Like we might meet each other before the finals and like one of us goes to losers bracket, but then presumably he goes on a tear through the losers bracket and then we meet again in the real finals, right?
All I'm
But
imagining is 2022 where you won that championship if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
And because you were playing against Ali, I believe. That was like Ali's last championship, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Still
like
have traumatic memories of that, yeah.
you like happenstanced into the tournament. And or at least that's the storyline I heard was you were like up on the rise and someone else couldn't make it. So you happened to get in because you were
Yeah.
next in line. And so you were seated like low. I mean, you were seated like below the bottom basically, right? Then but you were on such a rise that the elo really couldn't account for it and then you just won. Which is like
Yeah.
rough.
It's not raw. I think it's a very interesting storyline, no?
I mean, it is, but it means that like
It's like the biggest it's like the biggest possible underdog story that you could possibly imagine,
well,
right?
that means I
Like
think you got
someone
seeded against Abyss and like people right away, right? And then suddenly they just don't get to
uh,
play any more sets anymore.
yeah, that's
And it's
but I
like
mean I got the final match against wait, who was it?
Ali.
No.
I mean,
Was the finals against Ali?
I believe so. I could be mistaken. Because I think Ali beat Hwib in semis.
Sorry, this is like probably rude of me not to remember who I played in the
No, it
fucking
isn't.
champ.
It's 4
Sorry,
years ago.
true, but
I think
it's
that's
so kind of
sensible.
where's the tag championship?
I also think TAC was much less like
Yeah, it
something
was
people
like a
focused
hard
on.
fought. Yeah, it was a hard fought final against Ali.
I,
It's true. I just forgot. Okay. I somehow thought that I was fighting someone else in the finals, but I just couldn't put my finger on who it was. Oh, was Nohat in that tournament? Yeah, he
yes.
was. But he like lost to Mana.
I still remember you watching back the VODs and you playing the hug in every game. You just hate the hug now.
Uh,
When did you become not a hug player? I do think if you played the hug into Boris, you might actually just lose on sight. Like he would prep.
uh, well, we'll see, right?
Oh god.
Anyway,
That would be cinematic. But I don't know if I'd be happy about it. I will admit.
it's not like I'm bad at the hug.
No, it's just
It's
like
just I just feel like it has fallen out of fashion.
I feel like Boris is the type of player who would be able to punish you for it. Um oh,
Sure.
Ren, why did he play the hug? Because this was like when the hug was being invented. And Willem actually thought it was completely fine because it was much more happy with walls. And the main idea of the hug a lot of the time is you kind of corner white into a corner and then suddenly you own the rest of the board, if I'm not mistaken. That's not like the main line, but it's like one of the main ideas is you can get a wall in a fairly convenient place because white kind of wants to extend their threats in a very out of the corner way. So you put a capstone in the way to make it so they can't play just out of the corner, and then you put a wall on one side, and they're just kind of confused. At least that's what he did a lot, repeatedly. So players didn't really know how to deal with that, and so surprisingly they lost games somewhat often.
Yeah, but Ali could
Well,
deal
not
with that.
surprisingly, but yeah. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
the finals was like much more even in color. Every other set was very like one-sided. Like one color one a lot of the time.
I don't remember much about that,
Anyway,
but yeah.
that's beside the point. We've gotten into so much yapping. I am so sorry. I've held you here for like 3 hours. It's at the point where I should probably, like, let you sleep. Let the quotation marks, you can always just, like, leave. But
The game, I'm just looking back at some of the championship games. There's so much, so much less stability in the games. It's quite interesting. I wonder if this is like not even up for debate. I think most of the top players right now are just better than me and Ali were in 2022.
yeah, there were a few moves back then that I was a little confused by, and there were some of them that were just definitively bad and still somehow won the game.
Yeah,
But it was interesting. It was definitely interesting.
it was an interesting set. Yeah.
It was also like I feel like Willem was probably I never experienced it, but I assume Willem was much more lenient relative to like modern bots, right? Like I can't say lenient very nicely because like I'm comparing it to like basically modern God, but I'm
It's
imagining
actually
Willem is like quite strong, but also like not as punishing.
the funny part is that actually Willem is more unforgiving than current engines. It has like extremely strong opinions.
Oh, you mean yeah. Okay.
But like the difference is of course that it has extremely strong but sometimes wrong opinions, right?
Yeah.
So like it's much more frequently directionally wrong than the current engines, which is what really matters for strength.
Yeah. That would make sense. You know, being fussy and wrong doesn't exactly get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Outro.
Outro.
Come on. You signed up for this.
What? What did I sign up for? I didn't read the fine print.
Okay. This has been whatever mentoring stream. This part of it probably isn't going to be in the VOD. Did you at least have fun? Maybe it will. Anyway, or not the
Yes.
VOD, the video, whatever. You had fun? Fantastic.
Of course.
I learned some stuff. I mean, based on the games we played, I can't say I like implemented any of it, but you know, whatever. It was like fine.
They were games. You implemented your own stuff.
I showed you that you deserve to be scared, which is good enough. I'll take it and be happy with it and move on. I do think I actually learned some stuff, especially about like defending and wall play kind of stuff. and some other tactics stuff. The way you think, kind of, which is the point, right? So that was fun. If you also think you learned something, good. That's why you came by. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy I was able to give you something that you could like learn from. So that's going to be the end of the stream. I don't have much more to say on the stream anyway, and at this point, I think both of us are probably like eyes ready to close. I hope you have a wonderful I hope you have a wonderful whatever the rest of your whatever is going to be. I hope this was a wonderful whatever it was. And I hope you continue having a wonderful whatever you will be doing. That will be all for the stream.
Wonderful.
What?
Wonderful.
Bye.